Welcome back as we got a 3-round mock draft, and I said we because I got good friend of the channel, Alex from Hail Mary Sports. How are you today, Alex?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm excited for this. It's been a hot minute. It's a little bit overdue.
It is overdue. Where can they find you, Alex?
I own Hail Mary Sports, so it's a YouTube channel primarily. You guys can go check that out. Of course, if you guys want to get involved in any other way, you can go through the links in the description. But if you like content like this, like mock drafts, I post arguably way too much, so feel free to go enjoy that.
And I don't only just own Broshmo, but I am Broshmo. And what's crack-a-lackin'? It is your boy Broshmo. Just in case you didn't know, so go ahead, become a bro, and subscribe. Leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have that nice, beautiful, sensual, intimate discourse. I'm going to start us off with pick 1. Cat's out of the bag. Ursay is already saying he loves Bryce Young. Even if he doesn't, even if that's a lie, I love Bryce Young. We went ahead, did the trade to start out with. We did 2 firsts and the second because the Bears are going to kind of value that second-round pick, which was a great point Alex brought up. See, I'm going to shout you out even in conversations that the people don't know.
Thank you. Thank you.
But I'm going to go ahead and take Bryce Young there. That's my top quarterback anyway, so I don't really... I'm cool with it.
I'm going to be straight up. I did not expect you to do that. So, quick clarification. Are we doing exactly what we think, like Ursay versus what we are going to do?
Oh, man. I don't know. Try to weigh predictive with... I really
like balance it out,
guy, so to hell with it.
Because here's my thought process. For me, I'm taking CJ here. But CJ also has Deshaun Watson's agent. Probably
they did
not
this in the past. Houston.
They have.
Agent.
They have.
You know what? Let's just do what we would do. Screw it. This is our opinion.
Screw
predictive, let's wait till after free agency.
Let's do it. I like that. CJ Stroud. All right. That makes it a lot easier. Yeah, I'd rather not have to deal with the whole agent situation here. So yeah, CJ gonna be the way I rock. You need a QB.
Perfect. I'm going to go Jalen Carter for the Arizona Cardinals. I like the idea of replacing J.J. Watt, who retired, and Zach Allen is also a free agent. They have young edge rushers, so I think it's fine.
I don't think I have to explain this very much. I'm going to go Will Anderson here for the Bears because they just get whatever superstar is left over.
I don't like that I have the Seattle pick, my friend.
I know. That's why I chose number 2.
Part of me wants to go like, ooh, let's really roll the dice here.
Yeah.
While the other part of me is, because it's like, it's a big drop off at this point, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, okay, I'm looking at Myles Murphy, Tyree Wilson.
Yep.
Obviously not one of the tackles. I think a corner also would be a viable option, but I'd rather
go what we would
do. Edge.
Yep.
I'll just play it safe.
You got this.
I know. I'm just gonna say this for the video. I really want to take Anthony Richardson here. I really want to take Anthony Richardson here. It's like, yo, we got another first-round pick. It's a deep edge class. Like, shoot, send it. You got Gino for a year, and you build this monster, this beast. Can you imagine that? Like, but I'm gonna go with Myles Murphy. I'll keep liking Myles Murphy until I stop liking Myles Murphy. We'll see how the combine goes for him.
It's okay to be a little bit scared, you know? That's why they follow me, to not be a wussy. I have the stones to go Anthony Richardson at 5. I actually don't. I mean, that's okay. You should have done it.
I should have pulled the trigger. It's too late.
You should have pulled the trigger. This is what we would do mock draft. For the most part, with realism, like with a little bit of realism. But at pick number 6, I'm down to pretty much Tyree Wilson, who is an awesome edge rusher. But I'm going to go with my number 2 player in the class, also from the team that I am representing here, Joey Porter Jr. from Penn State. I think a boss-ass corner is needed. 18 will probably be able to snag one as well, but I honestly feel comfortable with whoever the hell is at 18 because if it's going to be Bijan, it's going to be Bijan. If it's going to be a defensive end, going to be a defensive end. I'm going to be happy regardless. I just want my number 2 player in the class.
Nice. So this one's Will Levis for me for the Raiders. I think you can't go Anthony Richardson. I really think the Raiders will be willing to fire Josh McDaniels if they are god awful next year. They're not going to be like, well, you know what? We're in a rebuild. Last offseason, you weren't playing like you were in a rebuild. You don't sign Chandler Jones to a big contract when you're in a rebuild. You don't make that move where you basically throw away the first 2 rounds of the 2022 NFL draft for Devontae Adams if you're in a rebuild. Will Levis allows you at least to pivot to what you hope is a better quarterback than Derek Carr.
This one's going to be Tyree Wilson for the Falcons. I don't really think I need to explain too much. Great run defender, high production in terms of pass rush, and he still has a lot of room to go.
That's right. All right, so who says I don't have the stones? I'm going to take Anthony Richardson here for the Panthers.
Hell yeah. I love Anthony Richardson with Frank Reich. Pick number 10 for Philly. So I wish Tyree Wilson kind of fell. I could have probably done that. I could have shot like myself in the foot right there. I could have rigged it, but I decided not to. I really like the idea of going to Vaughn Witherspoon for this team. He just has that great hard-hitting mentality. He is sticky as hell in coverage as well. So somebody I'm lower on than the consensus, but somebody who definitely deserves, especially for that type of fit.
All right. Really take whatever tackle you like here for Tennessee. Just take a tackle. I'm going to take Paris Johnson.
Paris Johnson's a good pick.
Yeah. Nice guy, too.
Well, they also have his buddy, Nicholas Petit-Ferrer from last year. So, it's a good fit. At pick number 12, I'm debating on taking Peter Skoronski and kicking him to guard or center. I really like that idea. This edge class is super deep. So a lot of people like Lucas Van Ness because D'Amico Ryans could probably turn him into a Bosa-esque prospect. But I know there's going to be some good players in the next round. And I know offensive line still is a major concern for me. I don't trust Kenyon Green in the long run either, which sucks. But we were both on the Kenyon Green tackle hype train. So
yeah. I mean, we'll see. He had a rough rookie year. He might reach.
He did. I mean, he reminds me a lot of us. Like Osiris Torrance reminds me a lot of Kenyon Green. So the good and the bad. I'm going to go Peter Skoronski and kick him into center or guard. I think that the value is just too damn good. And you have a guy who can fill in at tackle if injuries occur.
All right, Jets, this kind of forces my hand. I would have loved Skoronski just because of the versatility. But I'm going to go with Broderick Jones here. Just get that tackle to kind of shore up the offensive line and bring back Connor McGovern. Just bring him back.
For the Patriots, I think I'm down to what I would do. I would look at wide receiver Quentin Johnston. I would love that idea, but I also do like to make it at least somewhat realistic. And I don't know if Bill is going to be going after a first round wide receiver. So I do know offensive line is a major asset to Patriots.
All over again.
That's exactly what was going through my mind. Quick question for you. I'm tripping up on my memory right now. They do need an offensive tackle, right? Wynn is gone. Oh.
Yeah, Wynn's gone.
I'm going to be going Darnell Wright.
But,
Yeah, I'm going to go
Darnell Wright. Hold on.
Yeah.
I was still getting my sentence out. I didn't get a chance to process what you just said.
Oops. But yeah, I'm going Darnell Wright.
Dang.
He has played years at both left and right tackle. He is the most athletic tackle in this class, and he's over 340 pounds. So there's a lot to work with there. He's toolsy. He was also at the Senior Bowl, which Bill Belichick likes.
You're going to do that to Mike Tomlin?
I mean, the thing is, I'm a Steelers fan. I'm screwing myself.
I know, that's why I said
that. I have no bias in this. That's how you guys know. I'm like the Patriots who ruined my childhood year after year.
Dude, I'm a Dolphins fan. What do you mean ruined your childhood?
Yeah, they ruined your majority of your life too. That's okay. But yeah, no, I think that he is just way too good to pass on. He fits exactly what you want in a developmental offensive tackle. He is my OT number 1.
All right. Fun fact, I would have considered Bijan for the Packers if they didn't extend Aaron Jones.
Intriguing.
I was like, you know what? Aaron Jones could be a cap casualty. AJ Dillon, the wheels kind of didn't get going till late in the season. Yep. I just wanted to bring that up because that's not where I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Lucas Van Ness.
That fits perfectly.
Yeah. I think he can play that kind of like that, 5 tech, 4 inside tech, whatever the hell they call it, that Dean Lowry was playing last year, but it also gives you some viable edge talent because I mean you got Rashawn Gary's contract coming up. You got to decide if you want to extend him. Eventually, you're probably going to get off Preston Smith and Kingsley Enagbare is a very good rotation player.
Yes. Okay, so for the Commanders, I am the master of kicking offensive tackles into guard in terms of this class. I do it all the time because, one, I don't know if the tackles are really day one ready, but two, a lot of them are 6'5" and under, and I think they can kind of fit that role for a short term. So Anton Harrison's intriguing to me. I do think he can kick into guard if need be, but I'm going to go with the more logical pick. But somebody, like, I'm going to go corner, but I'm going to go with somebody who I believe is the second best corner in the class, and I believe he's put on 15 pounds of muscle in the offseason. This weekend at the Combine will confirm whether he is actually still athletic as he was. I'm going to go Emmanuel Forbes. He looks absolutely incredible. Yeah. No, have you seen his Instagram?
15 pounds of muscle. I didn't know that.
Dude, have you seen his Instagram pictures? He, like, posted a 1.5 month progress report.
The last time I followed prospects on Instagram was Tamari and Terry, and then he ended up killing
Oh no, that's a bad one. I saw it on Twitter.
He looks.
Someone on Twitter posted the story post, and I was like, oh shit, because like it literally looks drastically different, and it's in the same lighting. So he's definitely added a ton of mass, and I'm super excited. He's my corner two right now.
When you were talking about interior, I thought you were gonna go Cyrus Torrance, and then you said Anton Harrison. I was like, whoa, what?
Well, I like Anton Harrison exponentially more. So that's the only reason why I do it. Otherwise,
yeah. I'm the Steelers, and I'm going to take Christian Gonzalez.
Well, just as I was talking about how good Anton Harrison was. R.I.P. That's okay.
Hey, pick 32. Okay. You can look at what tackles are left on the board there. There's still one that I think could consider.
There's definitely not going to be one. You know me, I'm the offensive tackle guy. I like to take him. But for Detroit,
tackle.
Dude, I mean, for Detroit, based on the corners who are available, I'm very happy I decided to take one earlier.
Yeah, that's why I think it's so much more smart for them to do it at 6.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, if you trade back, let's just say the Panthers want to trade up to 6 for AR or something like that, and you can get back and get maybe an extra second round pick that way, which you already have to, then that's a smart move and you get a corner. But that's the only situation where I don't think in the top 10 you should potentially select one. But we are here. I do like the idea of going after somebody on the interior like Breezy. He just brings that pass rushing upside. Potential injury history concern. I think that's why he's falling.
Whoa. You clarify. What do you mean by injury history concern?
Bro is never on the field at all.
ACL injury. And then this year, he had a kidney infection. Oh, yeah, because that's something that's going to be reoccurring.
Bro's not on the field, though.
Freaking sister died, you dick.
Rest in peace.
No, he doesn't have injury concerns. It's not like an ACL goes together with the kidney, I think.
Yes, but he's not on the field. That's what, like, the injuries have put a concern.
I think
maybe like his overall future health isn't a huge concern, but his usage, because of the fact that he doesn't have enough experience to be there or enough conditioning to be out there the whole time, to me is a big concern. He plays barely 50% of the snaps that I'm watching half of the time.
Dude, like Clemson's freaking stacked. It's like you're talking about Georgia.
This is the first round.
Okay, Jalen Carter. Oh, it must not be a first round pick.
Well, Jalen Carter got freaking cheap shotted in that Missouri game, but yeah, I mean, we got to clarify that one. But also, yeah, this defensive line for Clemson was ridiculous. I mean, like, Rook alone was a monster. I would definitely consider it, but I have a plan in round 2. I'm going to go with the highest upside player in the class that is left, and somebody who could actually really make Ben Johnson look unbelievable, and that's Bijan Robinson. Yeah.
There we go.
So I went on a long talk about Breezy. It has nothing to be against Breezy. I do like him in the right situation.
No, I get
but Ben
it.
Johnson returned.
I get it. You hate him. It's all right.
I have him higher than most people now.
5th round pick.
I have him as a second. You dick.
All right, so I saw this move yesterday in Walk the Mock for the Bucks. I'm gonna go ahead and take Brian Branch.
Mm.
And I'm gonna kick Antoine Winfield to safety because they have no safeties.
That is fair. I love it. I love Brian Branch.
Agent, and then Keanu Neal and Logan Ryan. They're free agents, but they're also older players.
Yeah. For Seattle, I'm definitely looking at Osiris Torrance. I think that's just a smart, easy pick to just pull the trigger on. But if we were to consider other players, I don't think Jordan Addison would be a bad idea. Put him in the slot.
I like Jordan Addison.
Yeah, I think it's a smart idea. And I might just want to change things up with that because, well, this offensive line class sucks. If I'm just going to be completely honest, I'm just going to go after the super high ceiling guy. I'll go Osiris Torrance. I can get a receiver in round 2 that's 80% as good. I'll probably get somebody who's like 20% as good if I pass on one here.
Well, I appreciate it because I'm going to take Jordan Addison. I'm going to take the really good route runner and separator for the Chargers.
Dude, the thing is, it actually feels like there's a lot of picks that are extremely logical that fall almost every single time. And we already know that one team is going to totally screw up the logic and just throw everything for a loop on draft day.
Yeah.
But if the Ravens are here,
not to take Quentin Johnston, but it's like I think Addison's just Addison's exactly what they're looking for.
He's a better complement, and I have both Quentin Johnston and Addison at pretty much tied the same spot. Yeah. They just serve different roles. But if the Ravens see Addison or Johnston on the board here, I'm not going to think twice about it. I don't care who else is on the board. I'm going to be taking Quentin Johnston all day.
Oh yeah, for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Oh crap, my bad. I thought we were still talking about the Chargers.
You thought I was countering your Chargers pick.
Oh man.
No. If I'm Baltimore, I'm making sure I'm having multiple first round receivers on my team.
I'm all kinds of mixed up. This one's a bit interesting because you got Brian Brazee here. And I know it kind of sucks that the freaking Vikings next pick is until 87. I know.
That's a big move.
Yeah, so I'm actually this one's more of a prediction because I'm not high on this guy compared to the general community, but I've been known to be slow to some guys who later I like. I'm gonna go Deonte Banks out of Maryland.
I love Deonte.
Yeah,
he's a good player.
Yeah, like
maybe not.
Dude is a really good athlete. I just like it's stupid little nitpicks like overtly handsy. Typically, I'm okay with an overtly physical corner who gets flagged a lot because I was like, it's easier kind of teaching those guys to be more discreet. But also, like most of the ball skills with him, it's weird. He's hardly ever facing the ball. He's having to take cues from the receivers and whatnot. And then I felt like he took a few plays off if he didn't feel like it was going his way. I mean, I said the same crap about Joey Porter at the beginning of the season because I brought up that stupid Maryland game. And I mean, look at me now. I love Porter. So,
Porter's a beast. I have like a late 2 on Deonte Banks. I think he's a good player. Yeah. Maybe not a first rounder, but he definitely will be a starter in the NFL. I wanted to check what my report
got him at 48 right now, but it's like he's a perfect fit for Flores' scheme compared to the other corners.
That's fair. Jacksonville, I'm going to be honest, this is like the pick I hate the most in the draft. I just don't like making it.
People complain about
wide receiver, Jackson Smith-Njigba is on the board. You could try to go after that, kind of have him be your longer term Zay Flowers. Don't think that would not be an awful idea, especially because it's just good value.
You mean Christian Kirk?
Huh? Well, I'm going to put him on the outside with to replace Zay Flowers. Or not Zay Flowers, Zay Jones.
No, but Jones. Okay, I was like, you said Zay Flowers, but
no, I love Zay Flowers. I do love him a lot. That would be a Christian Kirk replacement if you wanted that, which don't think you need to. I'm gonna go Keely Ringo here. We're gonna go back to Georgia. We're gonna go for the sticky guy in coverage, but he got toasted in that Ohio State game. I watched it again. He did get toasted in almost every rep.
I think it's not totally like they have like 2 of the best receivers in the country, but okay.
That is very true. Technically 3, based on the guy who I was just talking about as well. But
that's true. Well, I mean, he was
2 on the field,
on the sideline.
Yeah, 2 on the field.
Yeah, Ringo's interesting because I feel like there's a lot of similarities between him and Tyson Campbell in terms of their rawness.
Maybe. It's been a while since I've looked at it.
So I'm happy about this pick. I'm going Zay Flowers for the Giants.
Ooh.
Speed kills. Wandale, Flowers. Yo, can we say Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, but a Kirkland brand?
I mean, yes, the battle of the midgets, but like not good enough to be that big of a difference maker. I love Zay Flowers.
Size later on.
That's what she said. Dallas, I'm looking at Jackson Smith and Jigba here. I think he'd be a really nice compliment. I wish you took him for the Giants because Zay Flowers is literally what T.Y. Hilton is, kind of what he was in his prime. That, would have been great. But also, I want to look at a boundary corner here. I do think Tyreek Stevenson could sneak up into the first round, but we've also seen a ton of corners already go. So it might not be realistic to think of him there. Someone who I want to give a shout out and potentially plug him as a guard or right tackle is Anton Harrison. And I think offensive line is a little bit less plentiful than corner is. I think we can get a corner in round 2. I'm going to go Anton Harrison here and at least have something. We'll have a role for him regardless of where it is. So I'm going to be going after the young kid from Oklahoma.
And to be fair, Terrence Steele is a restricted free agent, and they're going to have to eventually extend him. So.
Yeah. So I think he could be a guard for the short run at 6'5" and then move to tackle in the long.
All right, man. This Buffalo pick's always kind of tough.
Ooh, I know exactly where I'd go with this one. I'm curious what you'll do. I'm not going to give you any. I'm not going to tease you for it yet.
So, Antonio Johnson's kind of like everyone's obvious answer, safety help and whatnot.
Yeah, I think there's better options on the board. Value-wise, no.
Value-wise, Brian Brazil would be, but I feel like that defensive line's pretty darn stacked. Tremaine Edmonds is a free agent. I don't think they're going to pay him. We're going to go with someone who has the length.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going with the other one.
Ooh.
I know. And he's my number 2.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Drew Sanders instead of Trenton Simpson. I think both are going to test out really well. Yeah. But freaking Sanders has that incredible length. He has got a great pass rush upside. I think he kind of mimics Edmonds in a very, many similar ways. And I'm very curious how much Trenton Simpson will weigh.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
I mean, honestly, it's really toss up. I really like both of them. They're literally, I think, back to back on my board. They're literally back to back on my board. So
you can't go wrong. Okay, if I'm Cincinnati, yes, a receiving weapon like Michael Mayer would be awesome here, or Dalton Kincaid would be awesome here.
Tell me the tight end. After people are saying 3 tight ends in the first round, we're not gonna have one.
It's not going to happen. I mean, there's
at least one though.
It ain't happening here. Because here's my thought process. DeJuan Jones. This is the guy who I'm targeting right now. Let's just say we pass on him. We get a better
32, huh?
Huh? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I was like, I don't think he's going to get to 32. Also, Kansas City Chiefs are sitting there. I'm going to be taking DeJuan Jones too. So ain't no way in hell the Steelers were going to get him. That's the reason why. You're essentially saying this to the Kansas City Chiefs by taking DeJuan Jones and offensive tackle help kind of is needed. So I'm going to be going DeJuan Jones here. I think it's just totally the best value.
Yeah, I don't disagree. It kind of
this is an easy pick.
Yeah, it's Brian Brazil.
Yeah.
The Saints have what? How many free agents on the interior? Onimata, they got Shy Tuttle.
50,000.
Fun fact. Oh, they were 5th in sacks last year. They were 4th worst in pressure rate.
They just did a good job of finishing the job, not just starting it.
A few times they actually managed to get pressure, they happened to get sacks at the same time.
Fair. Eagles, I think that, unfortunately, the way that this mock draft went is not going to be going to Arizona to stay with Gannon, but Javon Hargrave might be going to a place like Chicago. I think Kalijah Cansey is going to be what we were hoping for out of, what's his name? I'm tripping up. Louisiana Tech kid.
Milton Williams. He was solid this year. He was playing a little outside, inside.
Yeah. But I think Kalijah is going to have that instant impact of what we think Milton Williams is supposed to be next year. And he's going to be a lot cheaper in the long run, too.
All right. crap, I'm the Chiefs.
Yeah, you are. And I just took one of my favorite players to the Chiefs.
All right. Well, yeah, tackles are kind of meh.
Yeah, they're kind of mid.
I feel like with Jackson Smith and Jigba on the board, that's kind of what they're hoping Sky Moore is. So I might neglect that. I'm gonna pass that.
Oh man. Wow.
Lee, I really want
hot damn.
I really want an edge.
Dude, Jackson Smith and Jigba on the board still. That's tough to swallow. That's tough.
Yeah, I feel like if he has a really good combine, like, not really good, but like better than everyone's anticipating, the dude will shoot up. It really, I don't know, it's kind of wonky.
Yeah.
I mean, they just got I feel like Sky Moore, Kadarius Toney, those are kind of guys that kind of like fill a role of Jackson Smith. I mean, we got my boy Adetomiwa Adibari, but
you think you can go first? I mean, to be fair, we've seen Peyton Turner go in the first.
Yeah, I think I like him better than Cansey. Because I think Cansey is gonna be sub 6 foot.
Size doesn't matter, man.
Well, it puts him in the 0th percentile for the position.
Listen, how tall is Aaron Donald?
Okay, so he's Aaron Donald now.
No, but I'm just curious.
See, Aaron Donald, that's the problem. Like the one guy that kind of fits the mold is the exception to the whole standard.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just curious if there was somebody who was 6 foot or under that actually did have success though. Because like even if he's the exception, at least you have seen that there is possibility of it.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm taking a look because I know some people don't like the idea of Keon White.
Yeah.
But like
I'm not a fan of Keon White.
He literally fits the mold that Spagnuolo loves at edge. This is literally Frank Clark.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna go with him?
Keon White.
I love how we changed it from what we would do in the beginning just to be able to muster
we bounce around. Oh, you know what I should have done?
What should you done?
I should have done Michael Mayer.
Really?
Dude, Travis Kelce's 34. I mean, and they run multiple tight ends a lot. Because Kelce's basically a big slot.
Dude, I can totally see Josh Wiley being their like 3rd round pickup. Just to be that like, late 3rd.
I'm calling an audible.
You're calling an audible?
I'm going to take Michael Mayer for the Chiefs. All right. Michael Mayer to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Love it. We've taken a long journey here. We are finally in round number 2. Here's my issue. Offensive line is not worth it in my eyes. I know I'm going to be able to get somebody at that second round pick. That's going to be perfectly fine. Whether John Michael Schmitz, Cody Mauk, Luke Whippler, Olusegun Oluwatimi, I know there's guys who I'll like there. Corner's already taken. Linebacker, I don't know if that's going to be a Steelers thing at the top of the 2nd. However, Trenton Simpson would be quite nice. Although I'd probably be happy going Ivan Pace to replace Devin Bush since they're like both 5'10". So I can wait on that. And I'm already spoiling exactly what I'm planning on doing in the future. So that's not a good idea. Defensive line wise, I don't like the guys who are here. Again, I have better ideas down the board. I think I'm going to pull a crazy one here. And Juju Smith-Schuster
isn't on the board.
Well, I'm going to get somebody who can be similar to that. I have Deontay Johnson. I have George Pickens. I lost a big possession receiver who has some speed. I kind of want that as well with Jackson Smith and Jigba. The reason I'm doing that is because I also do not want him to fall to potentially Houston because that easily is the next pick if he is there. I think Arizona could have been interested in him. I think he's just best player available. And the way that the board fell was just not good enough for me to try to take somebody else. I just think it was the best value. And, you know, the Steelers continue to make some boss ass receivers who can block their asses off. And it's going to be a superstar pick for Kenny Pickett too. That's a ballsy pick.
Well, you did it.
I did it.
You did
Never thought I ever would. Did it.
All right. So I initially thought you were gonna go with Xavier Hutchinson when you said big boss receiver. All right, so this pick may be a bit surprising, but given the edge class right now, like there's a lot of good players. So maybe I'm more willing to kind of wait on edge from the Texans. My next pick is at 65, but I mean, like I said, there's a lot of good edge players. Yeah. Unfortunately, this linebacker class isn't all too great later on, so I'm going to go with Trenton Simpson.
That's my favorite pick there for him. Maybe. I love that pick.
Get your friend.
Yeah, D'Amico. Yep, D'Amico Ryan's getting his hands on another linebacker. Hell yeah. Pick number 34. I think this is the time where we need to at least address offensive line in some way, shape, or form. Already got Jalen Carter. I think edge rusher could also be great here. You got Nolan Smith who can step in, but you do have some young edge rushers. I think I'd rather roll the dice with a later guy and make sure that I at least have a center that's semi-competent, and that's going to be John Michael Schmitz.
John Michael Schmitz.
He's a beast. Okay. He's a good player.
You got Rodney Hudson there. He's old.
He's threatening retirement too, though. And I would love John Michael Schmitz at guard, even if he ends up not playing center.
Yeah. All right. So right now, the Bears don't love their right tackle position.
Yeah. Right tackle, I think Reef is gone. But
they have Borum, but they don't seem to like Borum.
Do you really think that there's someone on the board better?
Not at tackle, but
okay.
Who do they have? Sam Mustapher was playing center. So I believe I could go with Steve Avila.
This high?
Yeah, I think he's gonna go.
Oh wow!
Like top 50, top 40.
Oh wow!
I'm trying to think. I could because the defensive interior. I mean, I really do love Eddie Tamiwa.
Okay.
But this early, I'm trying to think what they have. Nothing on the interior, right?
What, the offensive line?
No,
they have Tevin Jenkins.
The defense.
Yeah. I think defensive interior is a good move for them too, depending on who you get.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just go with Avila. Like there's good defensive interior players later. I'm gonna go with Avila.
Okay. Well, for the Rams, they were willing to almost part with 2 firsts and a second for a 235-pound edge rusher who's extremely athletic. I think they're gonna do the same and just have a cost of a 2nd-round pick this year. That's gonna be Nolan Smith.
Yeah, get these guys off board.
Also, aren't the Rams notorious for going after injury-prone SEC edge rushers? Like, they did that with
Smith
Alabama.
Is not injury-prone. He just tore it.
Injured, excuse me. His best ability, which is his ability to throw people off, primarily using his chest. There is a concern whether that will re-tear in the future. Excuse me for not being explicit. But guys who are or have been injured. Who was the guy from Alabama that they took? I forgot.
Terrell Lewis.
Terrell Lewis. I like Terrell Lewis.
I like
He's
him
a good player.
Too. All right, so this one might be a shocker.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with Deion Henley from Washington State. Jordan Brooks, their only competent linebacker. Probably won't start the year because of torn ACL. Dude, Henley was amazing in the Senior Bowl. He was amazing. This dude's a former wide receiver convert, and he's a solid tackler, very good in coverage, and dude, it has untapped blitzing potential.
I'm gonna be honest. So, in the Discord that I have,
I'd rather you lie
on him.
If I'm gonna be honest.
Dude, Jack Campbell to me is a lot better, but in the tape study I did with him on my Discord, we literally got so bored of watching him pretty much do absolutely nothing that we ended up finding one of our favorite players in Brendan Jackson, who's coming out next year.
Okay.
Who's probably going to be UDFA. But we got so bored that we started looking at UDFA prospects as something that excites us.
I think the higher ceiling guy is Henley compared to Campbell.
I don't know. Personally, I think Jack Campbell's a monster. And to be fair, I think I'm going to take him here for the Raiders. I need to get a commander of that defense.
Oh, wow.
And I think Jack Campbell is
I
a
could lead into
badass
your
man.
next pick.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it and I was like, oh, dude, I'm not letting this opportunity pass up. It's a crap linebacker class. It really is not a good linebacker class.
It's not great.
Yeah.
All right, so who plays edge opposite of Brian Burns?
Nobody of note. I think Yetur.
I was hoping you were going to say a name, and then I would have said, okay, so nobody.
Yeah, Yetur Gross-Matos, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is that guy out of Penn State. So let's get some more edge help. I'm going to go with BJ Ojulari. This cat is so underrated, man. You're going to have so much speed off the edge now.
Where do you have him on your board?
27.
Take off the 2 in front, and that's where he's at my board right now.
Dang, you have it 77?
Yeah. So funny.
7. Yeah, dude. He's pretty underappreciated in this class. Yeah.
He is ridiculously good. It's just so tough to think of where he's going to go. Yeah. But for New Orleans, I mean, I have Jalen Hyatt on the board. I just might want to add speed. I don't know what the situation is with Michael Thomas, but I'm looking at the wide receivers on the board. And to be honest, I'm kind of a big fan of being able to take him away from anybody else that I might be facing. So I'm going to go Jalen Hyatt to add that receiving core. Just continue making it more dominant.
Thinking he might not go this high between us.
Really?
And I was kind of hoping he would fall to the next Texans pick.
Yeah. Sorry, we're not going to allow you to go house on this one.
We're not going to be playing that game today.
No.
Sure.
Well, I mean, he probably should have been Tennessee's next pick, to be fair.
Yeah, if he is there, need a freaking separator.
I know, because I was debating between Josh Downs and Hyatt, and I just know the next one's probably going to be the other guy.
Yeah, let's see. I would love a guard. So I'd love a guard. I'm not going to take one.
Yeah, O-line would not be awful at all, especially for this team.
Yeah, but I do like the idea of them getting a separator at receiver.
Yeah.
Problem is, who is that guy right now? Oh, it's Nathaniel Dell.
Downs or Dell?
Yeah, I don't think Downs. I think Downs is like his long speed's it's all right, but like Nathaniel Dell's gonna fly. I feel like Dell's more twitched up. Like he's a.
Did we switch up?
Huh?
I used to be the guy who's lower on Downs. You used to be.
I'm not lower on Downs. Like I think I still have Downs higher, but I'm looking for more of that like long speed aspect too. I mean, I think both are fine. I mean, either or. I feel like I'm getting a slot guy.
Yeah. Screw it. I'm just gonna go Josh Downs for the Browns.
All right.
I mean, I don't think he should be on the board there, so I'm gonna snag him. BPA.
Okay, this is a situation I'm in now with
Brody.
Yeah. Let's see. With the Jets.
We still have Antonio Johnson on the board, by the way.
Yeah, that's kind of the pick here. Isn't it?
I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's that good though.
He's like
I don't think
exceptionally solid. That's the problem.
He's just consistent.
Yeah, but he's gonna have like freakish length, so it's like.
Yeah, I mean, you know me. I liked Antonio Johnson. I just don't think he's special. So this is all you.
Yeah, I took Antonio Johnson to the Jets.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a smart thing to do. So for the Falcons, this is one of those picks I'm not a huge fan of making. So Tyree, round 1, I think that's good. At this point in the draft, who is corner 2 besides Casey Hayward? Like, who's corner 2 after next year?
They got a few guys that kind of stepped up well, like I think it was D. Alford?
Yeah, D. Alford.
Darren Hall, but I feel like those are better sub-package guys.
I'm going to go Tyreek Stevenson here. I think that he's exactly what you're looking for across from AJ Terrell. And he's somebody where you kind of need a little bit of molding to him. So if you have Casey Hayward as a mentor, that's probably going to give you the best ability for him to be a superstar.
So I'm gonna take Dalton Kincaid. I looked at Darnell Washington and gave it a thought, but I'm gonna take Dalton Kincaid.
I thought I screwed up, and you were about to say like, dude, Casey Hayward's no longer on the team. I'm like, oh fuck, I slipped up.
That was my
46
thinking face.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh shit. Pick 36. Oh man, there are some good players left on the board.
It's the NFL draft. Good players fall.
That's true. Felix is a guy who I'm very intrigued with. Getting an edge rusher would be very nice. But I'm curious about going Darnell Washington here. Just taking a crazy weird pick. Really good blocker. Feels like a guy who could fit a role. I know they invested a ton of money in tight end, but it hasn't really paid off either. And it kind of feels like the best way to actually kind of get a good return. What are your thoughts on it before I make a decision?
So I'm still waiting to see if they cut Hunter Henry.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna try to move money with Jonnu Smith, like extend or something, add 4 years. I don't know. But both are more like they're better receiving threats. Hunter Henry is obviously more well put together.
Yeah,
but could be a cap casualty. Like it would free up $10 million for him.
Let's have fun. I'm going Darnell Washington.
Let's do it.
We're getting the behemoth himself, which would have been a good pick for the next spot as well.
Yeah, so you want Emmanuel Forbes. This might seem a little janky, but Eric Benamy's in town, dude. Let's get him some speed in the form of Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh, really?
To pair up.
You want to do that, Antonio? Gibson's fast.
Gibson's going to be a free agent after this season. Ta-ta, goodbye. You think they're going to extend him?
For the right price.
Yeah, but I like the idea of Gibbs and Brian Robinson. That's just scary in the backfield. And then Gibbs is obviously just a scary receiver. There's your Jerick McKinnon.
I was thinking you were going to go Luke Musgrave and get him like his tight end weapon.
I consider that, but I didn't want to go tight end 3 spots in a row.
That's fair. For the Lions, I'm going tight end. Just kidding.
Oh, I was about to say
bullshit.
I feel the comment section already.
No. Fuck that. I'm gonna go and stick in Michigan. I'm gonna go Mosley Smith to add some meat to that interior and pair him back up with Aiden Hutchinson.
Next to Liam McNeil, meat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got some meat in there, man. 340 pounds, number 1 on Bruce Feldman's freaks list. He would have been my pick for the Steelers.
Yeah, would have been my pick too. Thank you.
Yeah, but there is somebody else who I was considering there, and that was Keanu Benton, who I think is underrated at this point.
Yeah, he is underrated. I'm not going to go there. I don't think you're going to like where I go.
No. Don't go to 7-Eleven.
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm going to the nice province of Ontario. I think that's where he's from. I know he's from Canada. Matthew Bergeron. I think he could play tackle. I think he could play guard early as well.
I think he can too. Mm-hmm.
So
I don't mind
some versatility.
For the Buccaneers, I'm gonna get something that at least excites the fans. I'm getting Luke Musgrave. I'm adding speed to that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm going full ham on that. I don't care.
Bacon and eggs. I'm gonna for the Dolphins here. Last night I did Will McDonald. I'm not gonna do that here. I'm gonna go Cam Smith.
Okay.
He's fallen down our board. I think he would actually fit Fangio's defense pretty nicely.
I just think Cam Smith's gonna run a 4.5.
That's the thing. And
he's slow.
I think that'll be fine in Fangio's defense.
Yeah. Well, Vic just knows. I mean, he's the one who founded the entire like system that like the Eagles ran and shit too. So yeah, I mean, I think he'll be perfectly fine. Pick number 52. You shot me in the foot with this loser Dion Henley. So I'm just in my mind about it as Jack Campbell. So we got a linebacker, a guard, an edge rusher. I feel like that's kind of the foundation that you're looking for.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping Mozzie Smith would have been there for 52. That was my plan.
I agree. I agree. But instead, I'm going to go Keanu Benton. I think that's more than fine. That's more than adequate.
Yeah,
He's a
Benton's
really,
good.
really good player on the nose. He's someone who's improved exponentially. I got to give him props. I had him as my lowest graded interior defensive lineman because he just didn't look like he could control his body. He learned how to use his technique properly over the season.
He was primarily used as a nose tackle when he went to the Senior Bowl and got to like get after. He was kind of nasty.
Even during the season this past year, he did really well. But the year before in 2021, he just was he was way worse of a prospect. So I got to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah. There's nothing I really love here for
the Bears.
The Bears. I'm going to go with the guy, though, I initially wanted to go with at 35. And, he's with the edges. Adetomiwa Adibariye. Or Adibari, however you may say it. Dude is 6'1", 284, but he's got 34-inch arms. He totally ate freaking Jarrett Patterson's lunch at the Senior Bowl, almost caused a fight. I love it.
Yeah, I don't think that's much of an accomplishment, if I'm going to be honest. But
I think the fight thing was more of an accomplishment.
That was more of an accomplishment. I agree. For the Chargers, man, I mean, I still want to get offensive line. I think Cody Mauch could be somebody who I'd be intrigued with just for someone who can plug in at guard or someone who I'd hope that could potentially play right tackle. I just don't think that's really a possibility. Tight end wise, I think Sam Laporta, if you just want to revamp the receiving room, not an awful idea. But I do think, if I'm not mistaken, Khalil Mack might be a cap casualty, right?
They might restructure. I think basically it results in the same, like freeing up a space.
Yeah. Are we doing this solely based off what we would do or what we think could happen?
I don't really know anymore.
Let's
go with what
I really want to go Carl
Brooks. From here, we're in the second round. This is what we would do.
Okay. I am going to plug in Carl Brooks.
Oh, I freaking love Carl Brooks.
I know. Dude, the guy didn't even get a freaking combine invite.
Dude, him and Marte Mapu were like the biggest snubs. I freaking love Mapu.
Mapu's a beast.
All right, so I'm sitting here with the Lions. You got Mozzie Smith. Let's see. Linebacker class legitimately just fell off a cliff.
Yep. Big time.
Yeah, it did big time. Really did.
Marte Mapu, round 2. Sacramento State.
As much as I love him, probably not.
I'd be willing to take him round 4.
Yeah, no, early day 3 definitely.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like Keon White wouldn't be bad here. Neither would Felix Anudike Usama.
I love that idea.
Yeah, none of the like Will McDonald. I feel like is just
a little too thin.
Yeah.
You'd be more in that James Houston role, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
Just DPR.
So I'd be looking for more of that guy. And I mean, Keon White, honestly, you could kick him inside as well if you're looking for more pass rush.
I love how he went originally at 31, and then we're just like, no, he's here at 55.
Yeah, I'm going to take Keon White.
Yeah, that's a solid pick. I like that. Jaguars, I am going to try to address an interior offensive line position with Cody Mauch. I think it's the best possible situation for you. Get Ben Barge out of there. Get him out.
Get him out. Get him out. All right. Don't love corner here for the Giants. What am I looking at then?
You have a lot of them. A lot of really good corners.
I'm kind of hoping they eventually move on from Leonard Williams.
Okay.
So I'm trying to maybe consider Tuli Peloto.
I love Tuli, man.
I love him too.
I was trying to find a way to justify taking him earlier, and did not happen.
Yeah. The interior offensive line. I feel like maybe I could just wait till 89 for that. I say that now, and then the world comes crashing down, and nothing's available there.
We already know some shit's gonna happen.
Yeah. Because it wasn't Leonard Williams USC as well.
He was.
Yeah, so
I think
hoping to replace him with another USC prospect. I'm gonna go with Tooley.
Oh, I love Tooley Tuipulotu, man. He's somebody who's rising up my board really fast.
Yeah,
really fast. Especially if he sheds a little bit of weight and wants to remain on the outside.
Yeah,
and that guy could be special. Chargers need a boundary corner. I'm gonna be going Jalen Jones down
Chargers.
the road. Chargers. I said Cowboys.
Oh, I thought you said Chargers.
I might have said Chargers. I meant the Cowboys. I still selected for the Cowboys. I'm going Jalen Jones down the road in from Arlington there in College Station. It's not really down the road. It's like 2.5 hours, but Jalen Jones is still one of my top players in the class.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Sidney Brown here for the Bills.
Yes.
Get that
Hell
safety.
yes. Sidney Brown's so good.
Bowling ball shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, I would honestly think if they took him in round 1, I would still give it like a B+ grade. I think Sidney Brown is just so freaking high. Like if he goes to the right situation, I think he's gonna ball the fuck out.
Oh yeah. So good.
Bengals. So got DeWand. Woo. Great. I'm gonna go Sam Laporta here. I think it's a great option to get him as a longer-term tight end option. Save some money there, and I think that it's probably one of the more underrated tight ends in the class.
All right. So, who's the DC for the Panthers?
It's a Broncos guy. Yeah.
It's like Ejiro Evero or something.
Yeah. Damn it, I forgot his name.
Yeah. So he likes a plethora of pass rushers. So we're gonna keep tooling up the position with Will McDonald.
Will McDonald?
Yeah, on top of BJ Ojolari. One of those guys guarantee are hitting.
Well, power to you, man. Eagles, I'm looking at Felix as that longer term edge rusher option. I think that he is super well balanced. I don't think I'm gonna spend too much time on that one. Really good player.
All right, so I got the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, freaking for the love of goodness sake. What am I doing with the Chiefs? What am I doing with the Chiefs?
By the way, Dwayne McBride said that he is not going to participate in any combine drills because he injured his hammy.
Oh, did he? Oh, that sucks. I figure it was because he was going to be slow.
Well, I mean, that might be the real reason, but that doesn't mean much. The bottom line is he's not playing.
Yeah, that sucks. So no Keon White here. I think I'm going to go with Isaiah Foskey for the Chiefs.
Isaiah Foskey for the Chiefs?
Foskey.
I like that.
Is it Foskey or Foskey?
I think it's Foskey.
Okay.
By the way,
jump between the two.
Zay Flowers put on 13 pounds of muscle. I just got this tagged.
What is he up to?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So that's what he was at 82 at the Shrine. So
at the Shrine, yeah, my bad. Okay, now I'm handed the Bears. So you got Will,
Bears,
Adebaware, and Avila. I would not be too pissed off if we end up going Clark Phillips here. I think he's really, really good. I think that he might be the best player on the board, but I want to go Kayshon Boutte because I want to get a higher ceiling wide receiver.
Hey. Lil Boutte. So this is where I was hoping to get Jalen Hyatt.
Yeah.
It did not happen.
This pick? Wow. I mean,
yeah. I guess at this point I'm getting Tyler Scott later on.
Well, to be fair, there is Jalen Hyatt, but like 85% is good. And Jaden Reed.
Yeah. I feel like I get Jaden Reed at 73 though.
I don't know about that one. It depends on who we're doing.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's see. I think I want to address the defensive line, man.
Yeah. Really? There's some good ones still on the board, man. There's Andre Carter here.
Yeah, he's a project. And I don't think he's a D'Amico guy.
You're right. Isaiah McGuire, the GOAT himself. Greatest player of all time, who ends up training with a crap trainer.
I feel like that we've reached that point of the draft where like a lot of the good players that we liked are off
No longer here.
now.
Yeah.
So it's like you just can't sacrifice value to reach on a need.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm trying to like big brain what'll happen here. Skronsky's probably a guard, right? In this system, or he could end up being the tackle and they move Howard to guard.
Don't go Jalen Duncan. Don't.
No, I was thinking of Luke Whippler.
Oh, no, I like that. I think you should win. Yeah, you should win last round. Yeah, no, I like that idea.
No, I don't know.
I mean, I don't like the fact that he's one less player to take for the Steelers, but you know.
Yeah, because I mean,
where is the Steelers' third round pick? Oh, at 80. Wow, what the hell happened there?
Oh, geez, this is tough.
Dude, go Whippler, man.
I don't think I am though.
Beef up that O-line. Or go an edge rusher with like Andre Carter or Isaiah McGuire. I mean, he schooled Broderick Jones.
He did.
He made Broderick Jones look bad. Bad. Until the Senior Bowl, he made most tackles look bad.
Why is this so tough? You know what? This might look outlandish.
Oh?
I'm going to go with Devon A-Chain. Get that speed at running back because, like, Pierce is nice, but he's more of a banger. Let's be honest. Yeah. Offensively, they want some guys that can fly.
Yeah. Corner's much needed for this team, and they're willing to wait. I'm going Garrett Williams. He should be a top 15 player in the class, but ACL tear and not being able to test.
That really screwed him.
I don't know why he came out, but ain't my deal. And it's just Arizona's gain to have him there at pick 66.
Yeah. So this first pick for the Broncos, I'm going to go with Jamie Robinson because Kareem Jackson is very old. Though still playing pretty solid at an old age, but still very old.
Fair. I, at this pick, am electing to go Isaiah McGuire to cycle in with Jonathan Cooper and basically go to that Bradley Chubb role.
All right. So now I got the Rams.
The Rams?
Oh.
Yeah, you're not in a great position right now.
Yeah, this is not a good...
The Rams suck. Just gotta call it as it is.
They do have a ton of free agents at safety. We could be talking about potentially Jalen Ramsey getting traded.
Yeah, there are those rumors.
They love undersized corners. I'm gonna go with Clark Phillips.
I love Clark Phillips. He should have went. Like, I have him in my top 40.
Yeah, I'm scared he's gonna get the freaking Santi Samuel Jr. treatment, get shoved to day 2.
Yeah. Bijan's doing all drills, apparently. So
good, he should. He's gonna be a beast.
I know he's going to, but I mean, I was maybe thinking he might test like 4.8 in the 40 and might like slightly worry.
4.7 in high school.
7?
In high school. So I think he's going to be much faster than people anticipate.
I hope not. I hope he's like not that slow. But at this
high school.
Yeah, but I know. It's not like you're going to... I mean, he's not going to improve at 0.4 of a second. That would be ridiculous.
Like,
at this spot...
Sub 4.6. I mean, I think people will be blown away.
Yeah, well, no shit. I am actually going to pull a wild card here. I'm going to go Julius Brents for the Raiders. I want to get a boundary corner, and he has the size and the grit to really... I think he could be one of those sneaky guys the way we saw Lante Taylor sneak into day 2 last year.
Very, very interesting. The Saints. I'm going to go with Hendon Hooker.
I mean, it's not a bad spot. It's 71.
Yeah.
You know, it's a time to take a shot. For the Titans, I'm going Tanner McKee.
Oh!
I mean, hell, why not? He fits. I mean, I think that his best role is in an offense similar to this. And he kind of reminds me a little bit of Ryan Tannehill. And he's a 3rd-round pick. So now you have him and Malik, and you see whichever system you want to run.
Oh, man, that's funny.
I just forgot that he was on the board. Dude, what happened to you and Tanner McKee?
I just think he's going to get pushed back because he's not mobile.
Yeah. He's a little slow.
Yeah, he's...
mentally.
Pause. This one, man, and I know that I think the Texans are going to be very active in free agency with the defensive line. I think they're going to bring in guys.
You really don't want to take Andre Carter.
I'm not. I think they're going to bring in guys that are very that are familiar with D'Amico. So like Samson Ibukim, or yeah. Arden Key, maybe Charles Menihu.
Okay.
Which still kind of lends credence to maybe I should go interior eventually. I'm not going to do that here. Instead, I'm actually going to go ahead and get that outside corner. I'm going to get Eli Ricks.
Yeah. I like it. I like that. For the Jets, so we got a tackle, we got a safety. Are you going to use Antonio Johnson as a pure safety?
He's going to dip into the slot occasionally. Kind of like what Marcus Joyner did.
Yeah, I'm going to have a safety that dips into linebacker. I'm going to go JL Skinner.
Yeah, you really like Skinner.
Big fan of Skinner. We're going technically 2 safeties, but I think Hamza Nasir Al-Din also is making that exact same transition to linebacker. So, there you go.
Wait, what? Who?
Hamza Nasir Al-Din from Florida State a couple years ago, like the 6'4" safety. He made the same transition.
Yeah. So did they pick the Auburn kid, Sherwood.
Jamie and Sherwood, yeah.
All right, so corner edge for the Falcons. I think I know where I go. Jaden Reed.
Yes, that's exactly who I wanted at that pick. That's
because they kind of that's the guy who I that receiver.
Hell yeah. Patriots, we went 2 offensive pieces. I'm not going to let Andre Carter slip any further. I think he's a perfect.
This is kind of the perfect spot for him.
It is literally the perfect spot for him. It's perfect.
All right, the Miami Dolphins. This is the worst thing about being a Dolphins fan. There's never a tackle on the board when you need it. It's where you want it. We grabbed corner. It sucks that Charbonnet's still on the board because the Dolphins like speed.
I don't know. I think Zach, he's tested out 4.5 flat.
No kidding.
Yeah, no, he can burn.
Yeah, I'm still going to go with Tajay Spears.
I mean, that's fair. I don't really think Zach feels like a back that would fit the style anyways. I feel like Tajay would be a little bit more of a fit. But it's too bad that Aaron Jones got extended because Zach Charbonnet would be a really good fit here, even though I don't know. Zach doesn't seem to play well in the cold since he kind of had he was like PFF's 360th ranked running back when he was starting for Michigan.
Really?
But, it is what it is. I am going to be going a wide receiver here. And I already have my speed with Christian Watson. I'm going to go with some security with Xavier Hutchinson at this point.
Okay.
I like me some Xavier Hutchinson, man.
All right. So I have the Colts.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to go with Andrew Voorhees.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I'm going to go Luke Whippler for the Steelers. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I'm running to the podium with that card.
All right, Detroit.
Sorry for the Lions.
Detroit Lions.
Go back back to Michigan.
Turner?
No.
Morris?
Oluwatimi.
Oh.
Look at my garden.
When's our next pick? It's on early day 3. No, I don't think I want to do that. I don't think they're going to get rid of Big Daddy V.
Well, I think they save money by cutting him too.
They do. But when it happens, it'll happen.
Hal is a bum. Go Lusagoon. Make this entire team Michigan.
Golly, there's not a linebacker I want to touch. Son of a gun, dude.
That's right.
Oh, what else do we got going on in here? Okay, hold on. I want to think. You know what? I'm gonna get some size. I'm gonna go Michael Wilson. I'm gonna roll the dice at receiver.
Yeah. I think that's perfectly fine. I like that idea.
Yeah, I know he's been banged up, but his freaking Senior Bowl was amazing.
Yeah, I love Michael Wilson. For the
I already know where I'm going with the Seahawks.
You already know where you're going with them?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to be going DJ Turner for the Bucks.
Turner's nice.
Yeah, I like Turner. I actually like him more than someone you took in the first round. Why am I tripping up on his name?
Banks?
Yeah, Deontay.
I told you that was me scheming. Oh, I forgot you got Keanu Benton. But I don't want that dude at nose tackle. I'm going to go ahead get the Space Eater in 24/7, 7-Eleven, Siaki Ika.
Yes, the man that you can just pick up for free at a 7-Eleven.
All right, pick for my Dolphins. What do we need?
Zach Charbonnet. Just kidding.
I mean, both Jeff Wilson and Raheem Mostert are free agents.
They are. But I'm actually going to go Derek Hall. I think he has the length to help boost that outside, add some excitement to that pass rush.
All right. I wasn't a fan of the Isaiah Spiller pick. I wasn't just a big Isaiah Spiller guy. So I'm going to go with Zach Charbonnet actually here for the Chargers.
Keep Zach in LA. Keep him in the heat.
Keep him away from anywhere close to Michigan.
True. For the Ravens, man, there's no more corners available that are like worth this pick at least. And that kind of sucks. I would have loved to have gone after a corner at this spot, but what other options are there? Again, this team's like super stacked. So I guess you go like BPA, right?
Yeah, basically, I would assume.
And there's not really anything to go BPA with. I'm actually going to go Noah Sewell. We just paid a linebacker $20-some million a year, but I don't know how much longer Patrick Queen's going to be here, and I'd want to test out to see how well Noah Sewell can kind of rock it there at 250 pounds.
Right, all right. Man.
So you're up with Minnie.
Yeah, I am, aren't I? Oh, this might seem unusual. This might seem weird, but it is what it is. I'm going to go with Nick Herbig. Because, I mean, Flores will be able to take advantage of his pass rush upside.
Okay. Where is Herbig listed? Is he a linebacker?
He's a linebacker.
Okay. So for the Jags, already got a boundary corner, already got a guard. I'm looking at tight end right now at Josh Wiley at 265 pounds, and he's the most underused tight end I've ever seen. If I know anything about Peterson, he loves his tight ends, and I think this guy is criminally underrated and criminally underused. So we're gonna go Josh Wiley.
All right.
I mean, he just made Sidney Brown his child, and I love Sidney Brown.
All right, so I'm going to go with Joe Tippmann here for the Giants.
Joe Tippmann was arguably the worst offensive lineman, not named Jalen Duncan, I've ever studied. So I hope that you prove me wrong.
I love his athleticism. I think he's a guy that starts out slow and gets better within the year. The penalties disappear. I think he could play guard. Well, isn't he like 6'6"? I mean, I still think he could probably play guard. He's playing center right now, but
He's 6'6" playing center. That's crazy.
right?
The Cowboys, I'm going to go wide receiver. I'm going right down the road for my boy Rashee Rice. I think that's the perfect value for him.
All right, Buffalo Bills. I grabbed a linebacker. I grabbed a safety. Go
loose again.
Crap, dude. Yeah, that's kind of the guy I'm looking at right now.
Do it.
I'm just looking at my board real quick just to make sure. Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Oluwatimmi. Oluwatimmi.
The Goon is a beast. So for the Bengals, man, there are just no corners here. The value is not too bueno. Apparently, Jesse Bates is hinted at going to the Falcons.
Yeah, that was my prediction too in my free agent video.
I'm gonna go with the high ceiling safety, Brandon Joseph out of Notre Dame.
High ceiling. Yeah, me and you wish.
Yeah, well, he does have it. It's just he looks a little bit farther from it than we were hoping.
Yeah.
But that's why he's picked at 92.
Man, I'm back here with the freaking Panthers. And I don't know what to do.
I mean, you can go Payne Durham or something here. I like Payne Durham. Have you watched?
I really hope they do something with Tommy Tremble.
Yeah, well, so do I. Dude, what's up with Zach Evans? Poor guy was like balling out. Like, I watched some tape of him again. He balls out.
Yeah, he fumbled a lot too. He kind of played second fiddle to a true freshman this past year.
I know.
To be fair, that true freshman's really good.
Yeah, he's a god, but...
Yeah, I actually think you hit the nail on the head with the running back position.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with Tank Bigsby.
I mean, Auburn's in Alabama, so I guess they're pretty close too. So I'm sure they watched him quite a bit.
Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah. I like Bigsby a lot, though. I think he's at his worst when he tries to dance around and like be more of a finesse guy than he actually is. Like, he's very much cut and go.
So I'm down to Sean Tucker and Chase Brown for the Eagles. Because I can totally see both of them.
I could already tell you who's the better one.
Yeah, you're gonna say Sean Tucker.
Yeah, buddy.
He's a guy who I'm leaning, but Chase Brown is just, if you don't get a running back here, you should probably get Chase Brown a little bit later. So Sean Tucker it is.
All right.
I like Sean Tucker.
Love Sean Tucker. All right. So
I have Sean Tucker above. So I agree.
So I'm gonna continue with adding players along the defensive line. Yeah. And I'm gonna go with where you at? He's not here. All right, there he is. I'm gonna go Mike Morris, man. This dude's huge.
Interesting.
He is like 6'6", 290. He was playing off the edge there for Michigan.
I would not be surprised if Tuli Tuipulotu might be their first round pick if he tests out well enough. Because he also is.
It's going to be really interesting to see. Yeah.
That's a SPAG guy. You want to see a SPAG guy? That might be a SPAG guy. But pick number 96. We got corner, offensive line, and defensive line. I'm going to select Zach Harrison here to kind of work in there with Cam Thomas and try to at least find a role for another big edge rusher.
All right, Washington, you were worried I wasn't going to get them a tight end. I'm going Tucker Kraft. This cat, we didn't get a chance to see much of him till the end of the year because I think it was an ankle. It was something along the legs, but I think he's going to test out well. He's kind of a forgotten guy in this draft right now. But he is literally Dallas Goedert light. Kirkland brand, Dallas Goedert. Value brand, Dallas Goedert. Go to Walmart, pick yourself up a good receiving tight end, Dallas Goedert.
This next pick, I can almost guarantee you'd never guess it in probably 100 picks. It's going to be MJ Anderson for the Browns. I think he's going to have a massive rise up.
You are really high on MJ.
Well, so the way that we evaluated Will McDonald was that he wasn't used properly. And when we saw him one-on-one, we realized that that defense is criminally underusing their players. I think MJ Anderson might be looked at in a similar light.
Do they have him on the defense? Where is he at? Edge?
He's an edge. Yeah, he's on the other side. They played the very similar role.
No, I'm trying. Okay, I was just trying to look for it. Okay. So, he's a former Minnesota guy, right? And I was looking for the Minnesota logo.
Oh, dude, MJ Anderson's a monster. He is.
Dude, he's really good, man. He really is.
Yeah. I think he might be one of those guys who sneaks up. Surprises.
Gojo was unhappy with your selection.
Well, it's not the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's true.
Out of his realm of distinction.
I don't think Gojo likes QBs that like massages. All right, San Francisco. I think this is where I'm going to go with Jalen Duncan. He fits the system. He's a plus athlete. They lose Mike McGlinchey at tackle, so.
Mm-hmm. You have not gone corner for the Giants. So I'm just going to...
I could never find a good spot. Because we went with them so quick.
I know. I'm going to end up going probably Caillou Blue Kelly. But I want to look at other players first since the Schmo has left the building. A bigger wide receiver, never a bad idea. A.T. Perry would be pretty fun here. Tight end, you could look at somebody, but Payne Durham's the only dude between you and me. I'm not really a huge fan of going after that. So I am going to be going after a corner because I do think they fall off a cliff, and I'm going to go Caillou Blue Kelly.
All right, I'm back here with the San Francisco 49ers. They love the trenches, but I think Jimmy Ward's a free agent. And I think a guy like... It sucks that Chris Smith is still on the board, and I'm going to probably not take him.
Oh.
I'm actually going to go with my guy, Jartavius Martin, who can come in, play in the slot, and he can play safety.
Okay. It honestly feels like a Niners pick too. They always, even though my buddy literally is their scouting director and we talk about these guys, he always chooses the guys I do not like. Every time.
It's surprising. Michael Carter out of, was it Duke?
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Michael Carter. But with this pick, God, I don't even know what the hell to get them anymore. You already got Jalen Duncan, which is nice. I'll look at the defensive line really quick, and man, it's a little slim pickings at this point. That's so weird because we talk about how good this defensive line class is, but by the end of round 3, we kind of are grasping at straws. Not great. Not great. I'd personally try to trade out of this spot myself.
Yeah, this is the first pick of the
compensatories.
Correct, because of... Oh, maybe it's not.
No.
I think it only does that for the... I don't even know. I'm
just going to get extra offensive line depth. I'm going to go Alex Forsythe out of Oregon. I think he's somebody who's going to be picked way earlier.
Hold on. Excuse me.
He's so good. He let up 0 pressures all year, if I'm not mistaken. The guy is so consistent.
I get it. I used to fall in love with undersized centers too.
Dude, this is a team that can definitely use someone like Alex Forsythe, especially for depth. He's such a good player. Come on.
Oh, man. Well, shoot, dude. That's the mock, man.
That's the mock.
Oh, jeez Louise, dude. That was
going after Jartavius Martin. But then you're getting on me about Alex Forsythe.
Dude, that's wild, dude. Just the player, like some of the players that do fall and slip.
Yeah.
I just like Chris Smith falling out of the day 2. You still got Marvian Overshown. Linebacker, I kind of understand why linebacker kind of gets pushed down. I like Parker Washington, but he probably is a slot-only guy. I know you don't really like him that much.
I like him as a slot-only guy.
Yeah. Wanya Morris, I really love, but...
Probably not going to.
I mean, we really pushed tackle onto the back burner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but
I thought about going Blake Freeland there as well, but yeah.
You mean fake Abraham Lucas? Yeah.
Yes.
Broke my heart at the Senior Bowl. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but dude, that's our mock, man. Let us know what y'all think in the comment section below. Alex, go ahead, shout yourself out, my friend.
Yes, you guys can always find me at Hail Mary Sports. We do very similar content, so if you guys just want more draft content, you know where to go.
Yeah, buddy. And you know what it is? This is the end of the video. I think this is where I go, that's it for the video. Go ahead, do the YouTube thing. And as always, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.